Hello, welcome back everybody to Brandon PTCGO Lost Run video, and today we're going to be taking a look at a Mewtwo VSTAR Clefairy deck. I've gotten a ton of requests to try out this combo, and here we are with the deck. So the whole idea of the deck is using Clefairy's ability, Moonwatching Party, where once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in your active spot, you may search deck for a Psychic Energy and attach it to each of your benched Clefairies. If you have 3 Clefairies on your bench, you get 3 Psychic in play for free. We've already tried Clefairy as its own deck, and it was pretty fun, of course, with Weird Ear. It's a pretty powerful deck. But we can also combine it with Mewtwo VSTAR with the attack Psypurge. That does 90 damage, and you can discard up to 3 Psychic Energy from your Pokemon. Attack does 90 for each card discarded in this way. Of course, when you discard 3 Psychics, it's 270 damage. Slap a Choice Belt on, that's 300 damage, which is great numbers. And of course, you have Star Raid, does 120 damage to each of your bench opponent's Pokemon V. And of course, when you combine Mewtwo with Clefairy, you have the Energy Excel for Clefairy to build up Mewtwo. Clefairy is also an attacker, which is pretty cool too, with Wonderstorm doing 20 damage, free Psychic Energy on all your Pokemon. We can even attack with Clefairy, which is pretty cool. And this is the list that I am playing here for my Clefairy Mewtwo deck. Again, I've gotten a lot of people to ask me to try out this deck, so I am finally delivering. So yeah, before we get in the video, of course, shout out to the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG. As always, if you're ever looking for any PCGO pack codes, get them over at Card Cavern. Card Cavern sells codes online for the cheapest. So if you're looking for any set codes, of course, like the main set, Lost Origin, get your Lost Origin codes over at Card Cavern. Of course, you get any codes at Card Cavern. At the checkout, use my discount code LDF for a 5% discount on your order. Help the channel, help yourself out, and up our Card Cavern. So shout out to Card Cavern, check them out, and use code LDF if you get any codes. Also, make sure to subscribe down below to the Shuffle Squad. Every Monday, I do post a new video on the channel, and there was a new one I just posted the other day on a early Regigigas VSTAR deck profile. So get you hyped for Silver Tempest. And of course, every Thursday, a new podcast episode goes live, which I am co-hosting. And if you are into podcasts, it'd be great appreciated if you went ahead and gave it a listen and showed your support on the podcast, left some feedback on and how we can improve it and all that good stuff. So if you're into podcasts, definitely be appreciated if you went ahead and gave it some support. We've had some awesome guests on the podcast, like Frosted Caribou, Mellow Magikarp, and we've even had Andrew Mahone on the podcast too. So if you're into podcasts, definitely go give it a listen. But yeah, let's look at my Mewtwo Clefairy list here. This is the list I am working with here. And again, it's kind of a mashup of Mewtwo with like the Clefairy deck already. We aren't playing the Weirder in the deck because you don't really need it. But this is the list I'm working with. We do have to play a lot of switches. I am playing 4 switch, 2 rope, and even 1 sneaky little Bird Keeper here, as we do need to move Mewtwo a lot of the time into Clefairy so we can do Moonwatching Party. But depending on how, hot we start, we can sometimes get a bunch of Clefairies down and then set up and then kind of get like 3 energy down and 4 energy out of nowhere with like an attachment, and then we're chilling for the next couple turns. Radiant Greninja is the Radiant Pokemon I've chosen. I am not playing Hawlucha. There is a world where Hawlucha is better than Greninja. Hawlucha does let Mewtwo with a Choice Belt one-shot VMAX Pokemon like Kyurem VMAX, and you might want to try Hawlucha. And honestly, this deck maybe wants to play Hawlucha over Greninja. The reason I like Greninja, though, is because Conceal Cards is very good in this deck, and you do want to draw cards. This deck doesn't play Crobat or Lumineon or Barrel. It's relying on your draw supporters. We play 4 Research, 3 Marnie, a Bruno, and a Bird Keeper. We have a lot of draw, but sometimes you need that extra push with Radiant Greninja. The only other basic is Manaphy in the deck. You kind of need it right now. This deck, I will say, might not be good against Lost Zone decks. We don't play any way to stop Sableye, and Sableye is able to KO multiple Clefairies at once, so that is a bit of an issue. I originally did play Big Parasol in this deck for the Lost Zone matchup, but unfortunately, I played against no Lost Zone decks, and the Big Parasol ended up hurting me more than it helped me, believe it or not, because it's a dead card in every other matchup but Lost Box. And I guess it's good against Reggie, but you can already beat Reggie anyways. But yeah, like, the Big Parasol hurt me. But if you want to play Big Parasol to stop Lost Box, I would definitely add it to the deck. This is the list I'm playing here. We do have a lot of Pokemon Search, of course. Quick Ball, Fog Crystal, Ultra Ball, Rescue Carrier, Rod, always get Clefairy. We got the Energy Recycler, as we do have to discard a lot of energy with Mewtwo. We get that back with Recycler to use Clefairy to build up more energy, of course. A couple Energy Switch. We can Energy Switch off of Clefairy to Mewtwo to build it up in 1 turn, which is very helpful. Sometimes we have to get rid of an energy on the active Mewtwo, and we need to Energy Switch it back onto the active. That option is available to us. So let's try out the Mewtwo deck on PTCGO and see what it's all about. All right, let's see what we can do here with the deck. We are going first, and hopefully this means we actually get a good hand. We are mulliganing, though, which feels bad. Not a fan of the mulligan, but that's fine. We'll see how many times we do end up mulliganing here. Let's see. What do we open up? Mewtwo, Clefairy. Yeah, that's not bad. I like it. I mulligan twice. Not too terrible. Best top deck here is definitely a second Clefairy, I think. Or Radiant Greninja. Or Fog Crystal. Or Quick Ball. Or Ultra Ball. All right, we'll see who we're playing against. Oh, it's a Lost Zone deck. No, hopefully it's not. Feels bad. If Sableye is kind of a problem for this deck. That is one of the issues I have with this deck, Sableye. I originally did play Big Parasol in here, and I might want to re-add it in all honesty, but Big Parasol, like, half the time it was literally a dead card. It literally hurt me more than it helped me when I was testing. But it is Goodra, which is perfectly fine with me. Goodra is beatable. Actually, we do a lot of damage to Goodra, too. So it is beatable. We can beat Goodra. Now, hopefully they don't knock my Clefairy out here. I would prefer if my Clefairy did not get friggin' Spit Innocent lead. My mulligans are probably not helping my case, though. Yeah, Clefairy's probably dead. Maybe I should have held the Air Balloon, actually, because if they just kill Clefairy, it feels so bad. Yeah, Clefairy's dead. Cool. I got the turn 1 knockout, probably. Alright, that's annoying. Yeah, maybe I should have held the Air Balloon instead of played it. I shouldn't have played it so simply there. Kind of regretting that. See, they have Greninja. They do have Greninja. Yeah, Clefairy's a goner. They have double battle VIP. Oh my god, I wish I was that lucky. Now, do I want to do Star Raid or not? Or should I just go for the... It depends if Clefairy dies or not, I guess. Well, actually, they did just bench lock themselves. Maybe they aren't going to go with Cram this turn. I just realized they did bench lock themselves. Maybe they kind of shot themselves in the foot. Maybe. Hopefully. I really would like if my Clefairy did not get killed by Cram. Damn, they already got 5 in there, though. That's pretty good. It's a pretty good turn 1, if you ask me. All right, let's see. Big hand. Thank heavens. Whew. We dodged the Cram bullet. We do draw Mewtwo. It's not a bad turn. We can Marnie here and see what we got going on. With some Marnies. That was a weak Marnie. Wow, I did not get any Clefairies off of that. That's disappointing. It's fine. We'll just... Could take a knockout here, or I could just Star Raid. The thing with Star Raid is, like, they can only heal one Goodra. So, like, the other Goodra will have damage on it for when I want to KO it later on down the road. So I'm going to do Star Raid. It's a good opportunity to do Star Raid. It's disappointing I whiffed Clefairy, though, but what can you do? The Marnie hopefully did some damage. They did put a Training Core in the Lost Zone, so we'll see how it goes. There's Goodra number 1. And obviously this will get Moisture Starred off, but that's fine. Because we're forcing them to Moisture Star. We're also forcing them to draw well here. I have Boss in hand too, so if I can draw like a decent amount of stuff, maybe I can like pull off a knockdown Goodra this turn. I have Rope and Boss. I kind of want to lose Rope and Boss though. It's another issue. I don't know. That was just a bad Marnie. The more I think about it, that Marnie kind of sucked. I don't want to lose Rope and Boss, because I kind of need both Rope and Boss in this matchup. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Because I kind of need both of them here if I'm going to win this game. Let's see if they can pull off the Rolling Iron this turn. They're at 7. They just need Mirage Gate and a couple other cards to pull this off. Let's see if they have it. They do have a Switch. They're going with another Comfey. Do they have it here? No. Choice Bell's gone. That's fine. No big Charm, which is actually not bad either. Okay, let's see if they have it. 4 cards in hand. Do they have Mirage Gate and a Switch? Do they got it like that? Let's see it. Nice. Okay, what do I draw? Okay, there we go. That was a huge draw. That was a really good draw, because now I can go for my boss play. Yeah, there we go. We can go boss KO Goodra now, which is really good. Yep, cool. That's all I wanted to do, is just get a boss, knock out on one of these Goodras. And thankfully, we were able to pull it off. Get the energy down on Clefairy. And then we'll retreat. Boss the Goodra. Knock it out. Cool. Just saves me time from having to... Yeah, that's good. All right, we'll take it. Because now I just got to go through, I guess, 2 more Goodras, which is a bit easy to do. They could still heal this other Goodra off, but if they don't, we're chilling. Another Clefairy's good. Another Energy is nice. Would like to maybe get another Mewtwo down this turn if I could. They could try to cram me this turn. Now, there is still a chance they play a Sableye, but most Lost Goodra lists don't play Sableye. Yeah, I would be very surprised if they had a Sableye, but you never know. There's Cram. They could cram me this turn, which is fine. There's Mirage Gate getting played. Going Cram this turn is risky, though, because if I do have another boss, which I don't at the moment, they don't know that, I could kill the Goodra. But cramming me is probably fine in their books. They got the Goodra built up. Do they have the V-Star, though? Let's see. They have a 3-card hand. If they just cram me, we're fine. If they just go cram, I'm chilling. I got Greninja. I still have to play around Greninja. I need to get Manaphy down, too. I need to remember that. I need to bench Manaphy at some point. All right, they got Rod, so they can't get the Goodra back. Okay, that's fine. So, what we can do, they hit me Cram, I knock out Goodra, and then I go knockout on something else for game. In an ideal world, I'd like to kill Cram with Clefairy this turn. I don't think that's going to happen. Well, now they're in top deck mode. Fantina, that's a really good discard, actually. Jeez. I like to see that get discarded. I guess they can go Goodra. They're in top deck mode, though, which is really good. Yeah, they have no cards in hand. They actually go Goodra. They have to heal this turn. Yeah, I was thinking they had to heal, or else they would have died. All right, that's fine. It's fine. The Fantina being gone is good. And they have a 0-card hand at the moment, so we're chilling. Nice. That honestly might not have been... I don't know if there would have been a better top deck. To be honest, I think it's probably better to hold the hand here and just, like, smack them. But I think we have to research. Because I have the Mewtwo out now. There we go. We're chilling. Ooh. The Switch is fantastic. Let's just play this. And then... Clefairy. That's all I needed to do was pull off a Clefairy there. Bench Greninja. Conceal cards. I need to get Manaphy down. I can't forget that. So we'll make sure I remember that. And then we'll side purge. 1, 2, 3. For a decent chunk of damage. They have no Gardevoir or anything. So we're still 2-hit KOing this Goodra, which is fantastic. Alright, let's see if they can stop me here. This is not looking good for my opponent. We'll see what they can do, though. Again, I have to be mindful of Moonlight Shuriken. That's about it, though. Other than that, we're vibing. We're vibing. Yep, that's it. All right. We might be on the road to winning this. So they knock me out. We can remote Clefairy again, do another thing. Would like to just draw Recycler or Rod here, though, to be honest. All right, we'll see what we draw. Quick Ball. Okay, we'll Evolve. We will... Quick Ball. How many energy do I have left? We're going to grab Manaphy here. 3 in the deck? Okay. So I can put 2 in play here. My V-Switch. Doesn't really matter. I had the Fog Crystal, but I guess... what am I saying? I don't have 4 Clefairies in play. I don't even have enough Clefairies. What am I saying? How much HP? They got 80. I think 2 energy KOs them. Alright, let's research. What? Does it? Training Cord is a good draw. I can't really play that. I really want to play that, though. I already attached Return, though. It's a bad idea. Alright, Loki tempted to play it just to, like, get energy in my hand. I don't want to give him an extra thing with Concealed Card. But I guess at the rate we're going, actually, it's probably fine to play this because they're already really far behind. I think it's totally fine because we build them energy. We have thing in play. We can just conceal cards here. I need to draw cards. I need to get a boss because they might bench another Goodra. Okay, Rod is good. All right. 80 HP. They have 160 HP in total. So I just got rid of 2 energy to knock them out. All right, cool. Let's go. You're dead. 320 damage. Bye-bye, Goodra. All right, let's see what they do. Psychic's a good prize, I guess. More energy, the merrier. Ultra Ball. It's fine. But yeah, the fact that I got Manaphy down is really good. Because that's what I had to do, right? Because ideally, they would have probably won Moonlight Shuriken here. But now they can't because I got the Manaphy. Unless they play Cancel Clone. But I highly doubt they play Cancel Clone in a Goodra deck. Well, they could, actually. I guess they want to counter Miltank. Lost City. That's a great discard. I mean, they want to take advantage of my training cord. Like, I don't like giving them the free training cord. It does a lot of work for my opponent, too. But at the rate and pace we're going, it's perfectly fine. I don't know if they can really win, to be honest. I don't know if they can two-shot Mewtwo, unless they have another Goodra this turn. But they mentioned another Goodra. I just find my other boss. It's GG's. There's a Colress getting played. Okay. It's fine. No boss or anything. I guess it would have been fine if they went boss. I mean, yeah, all we have to do is just go knockout, and we win. I don't even have to KO a Goodra anymore if I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? Unless they play, like, 2 Fantinas. If they play 2 Fantinas, I might get a little staticky. And they do have a double Fantina. They got Palpad, which doesn't put back Fantina. It puts back double Colress. I don't know why they didn't put Fantina back, actually. I think it was always correct to put Fantina back there. I don't know why they didn't get rid of Fantina. Why they put it back. They don't need Colress. They have 7 cards left. I don't know if Colress is really even needed anymore. Alright, that's fine with me, I guess. They didn't even get a Goodra down, so it's like, yeah, it's just kind of wrapped up, I feel like. We can just play this. We can Rod. I guess I should have went Conceal Cards before I did Rod, but it's fine. I'll just Marnie them anyways. Getting them energy back in the deck. Switch. Moon Watching Party. The energy back into play. Conceal cards, why not? Okay, I'll just Choice Belt Marnie. Get their hand down. I still have my Recycler, so. Could we refine it? Nope. That's fine. We still got some things we can do. Well, the Purge. 2 energy. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Whatever. It's fine. Get that Crammy out of here. That should be GG's. I don't think they can kill me. We have 170 HP. I guess they could. I don't think... Well, no. Here's my logic. This thing can go Rolling Shell for 140. With a Choice Belt, they can knock me out. They're down... They're down a Choice Belt already. And there was another one gone, too. Yep. I doubt they play 3 belts. So they can't... I don't think Mewtwo's getting KO'd this turn. They could have a Sableye, I guess. But, like, I still win. I think it's GG's. I think we've won. I think we've won. Mewtwo should be able to KO anything they bring in the active spot. Unless they have a Miltank in their deck. Which would be pretty hilarious if they did. I've seen Miltank in Lost Zone decks. It's not the worst thing ever. It's honestly kind of annoying. Okay, they got rid of Colress and another Fantina. They had 2 Fantinas after all. Still think they should have put the Fantina back. If they put Fantina back there, I think I would have had to do the triple energy discard. Which, I mean, I could have done, but it's, like, kind of weird. All right. That's fine. We got Manaphy. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's GG's. We've won. Yeah. Unfortunately for my opponent, we got the Manaphy in play. And what do we get off our top deck here? There's the boss. There's the boss. Yeah, GG's. And that's the dub. Mewtwo Clefairy for the win. Taking down Lost Zone and Goodra. It could have been a lot closer. Definitely the Star Raid 1-2 combo there definitely helped us out a bit. And then Mewtwo just being able to do a lot of damage is also really good against Goodra, where Goodra takes a hit. Mewtwo can dish out some good damage, so we'll definitely take that. We'll see what we got here. 10 coins, not bad. We are going first. We do open up with kind of a mediocre hand. Nothing special. We need a supporter. They are mulliganing, though, which does put me a little bit closer to maybe finding a supporter. We're playing against Hisuian Zoroark VSTAR. All right, this isn't the worst matchup ever. Zoroark's pretty decent. I do need a better hand, though, so we'll have to see if we can maybe get some better cards here. Nope. There we go. Okay, cool. That's all I wanted. We did prize our Radiant Greninja. We have our Mewtwo's, though. Looks like so that's fine. Greninja being prized feels kind of bad, though, but that should be fine. Okay, that's fine. Could get Marnied here, of course. Could be a bit of an issue, but we'll see what they end up doing. They're probably going to retreat the Zoroark. I think we want to try to maybe attack with a Clefairy this turn if it's possible. Need to get double Mewtwo down, too, I think. I think it's ideal. Maybe go attack Clefairy, get a second Mewtwo down. Aw, they're playing the Empoleon build. That's not great. I was kind of hoping they weren't playing the Empoleon build of Zoroark, because Empoleon shuts off Clefairy. I do have Rope, though. But they Melody to Zoroark. They're probably going to avoid return to Empoleon. That is pretty frustrating. It's fine, though. Gape Jaw Bog, sure. The 20 damage might come in handy. I guess it is good we went first, not second, because it could have been awkward. Yeah, the Empoleon is a little annoying, but it's fine. We got Rope, we got Boss. Maybe if we can pull it. Well, I guess Boss won't really. We're really down to Rope. We'll see, though. I mean, I could attack the Empoleon this turn if I want. I can go attach... No, I can't. I think we have to just try to go Mewtwo. But I can Star Raid here. Star Raid isn't bad, because Zoroark is still pretty squishy. I mean, Star Raid helps them, technically, but, like, who cares? Because, like, they've already basically got... They've already set up their board, so it doesn't matter if I Star Raid or not. So, it's fine. They're actually going to not move. They're going to knock me with Shadow Cyclone. Okay. It's a little annoying. They move the energy. They put it on Empoleon, though. It's going to be a mistake, because we're going to hopefully get a knockout here. Let's see, we draw. Switch. Okay, that's fine. We'll attach research. Here we go. What do we got? Nice. We got the Mewtwo. We got a follow-up Mewtwo, which is good. Yeah, that's fine. We'll grab another Mewtwo. If they knock me out here, it's a little sketchy. Oh, I didn't get Choice Belt, though. Ooh, I need a Choice Belt, too, to knock him out. Do we just take the KO, go all in, take the knockout? I think we kind of have to. Ooh, that feels so bad, though. I needed a Choice Belt there to really KO them. I need to take this KO, though. Because they did move the energy of the Empoleon and not the Zoroark, so we can maybe hopefully punish them for that. What do we got? Rope is fantastic. Energy, no Greninja. All right, next turn we can go Rope and a Clefairy and then just kind of pray for a bit. It's fine. That was a pretty big knockout. I needed Choice Belt, though. I needed to keep an energy on Mewtwo, but I don't know if they're going to get a response KO. Speaking of which, they do find Zoroark here. All right, we'll see if they get a knockout. They get a Bibarel. They got 5 cards in hand. Let's see if they can pull it off. They have their V-Star power if they really wanted to. They have Empoleon as a pivot. Yeah, this could be bad. If they knock me out here, this is a little problematic, I'm not going to lie. There's a Quick Ball. They actually decided to get rid of the Gape Jaw Bog. Very interesting decision. They play a Radiant Gardevoir. That should be fine. This thing's got 250, 270 HP. Still good numbers. Plus, I can always do Star Raid if I really have to. Just surprised they didn't bench the Gardevoir there. I guess they want to play Training Court to use Empoleon, but they could have played that and then play Gape Drop Bog. I'm surprised they didn't play the Gape Drop Bog. Now I mean, they have to find Damage Pump now. Are they going to even knock me out here? They have a boss. No, my Clefairy. That's annoying. I was actually really hoping they didn't do that because I was going to go Rope. Fine, get another Clefairy down and Rope into it. Fine. I need to get my Clefairies back, though. I need to find Rod or Carrier. It's a little annoying, not going to lie, but it's fine. They still have that freaking V-Star power. My Mewtwo might get bonked here, which is kind of a concern. I'll take Manaphy, sure. At this rate, why not? Alright, well, Ultra Ball for Clefairy. We'll Rope into the Clefairy. I need to find more. I guess I could go Manaphy 2, which isn't bad either. Maybe I should just go into Manaphy, to be honest. Yeah, maybe I should just go into Manaphy, the more I think about it. Catch, research, see what we got here. Okay, we got Heavy Ball. That gets me Radiant Greninja, which is fantastic. We'll play the Rod. Get back double Clefairy. Might have been better to wait on it, though, to get back the, what do you call it? Mewtwo, if they boss me here, but I do need to get my stuff back, and yeah, there we go. I want to make sure I get multiple Clefairies down here. If they play Avery, that's annoying, but I doubt they play Avery. And I do have Knockout in hand on Zoroark, right? Do I? Maybe. We'll see. I need Choice Belt still. We still have Conceal cards. As long as they do not boss my Mewtwo and knock it out this turn, I should be fine. If they don't boss my Mewtwo, I might be okay. They could pull that off, though. If they just have a Damage Pump switch boss or Energy boss Damage Pump, we're in trouble. Nope, they Marnie me. That, yeah, my hand was actually pretty good, though. But they have a 2-prizer in the active, so I'm fine with knocking that out, too. Marnie's fine, though. We'll see what Marnie... And that means they're not bossing me, which is kind of the important thing. Ooh, that was a pretty good Marnie. They gave me a pretty good hand. Just missing boss, obviously. I could do Conceal cards, but if they just leave Crobat in the active, I'll just knock that out. They might go back into Empoleon, though, and then I can't do Clefairy, though, which is still annoying. They do go into the Empoleon. Oh, my God. That thing is so annoying. Maybe I should Star Raid. I might have to. Just to get damage on the board. I don't like that, though. Now I have to find Rope. I went to the bottom of the deck. Need to KO the Penguin. And get an energy on Mewtwo. That's my objective. I don't know if I can do that. Not with his current hand. Yeah, boss isn't really going to do anything here. And they probably have a boss for next turn, too, which is kind of the problem. So I have to find Rope this turn. They're going to give me a 1-prizer, though. We do get it. And oh, my God. I actually did get the boss and the... Oh, my God. I actually would have worked out. Wait, what? So that's pretty bad. I actually would have got it. It's a big brown moment. Okay, let's do Conceal cards. Okay. So we have to play the Rope. They're going to give me... Okay, we'll see if they give me with this Rope. We'll see if they give me off this Rope. Hopefully... we'll see, we'll see. They're probably going to go Gengar. Yeah. Don't like that. Don't go Gengar. Can't knock it out either, can I? They might not be able to move it, though. So... This could just be another instance where I could just do this, and I could hold the hand. They don't have another Zoroark down, which is also pretty good to note. It's probably fine to switch, though. I need to build up energy. Yeah, I need to build up energy. Could go into the Clefairy. I have to go into 2 energies, though. I don't want to lose 2 energy. Well, I guess everything else will have 2 energy on it. Then I can pivot. All right, that's fine. Thin out the deck. Okay. Pass. All right, that's fine. If Gengar's stuck for a turn, I can boss knock it out. Or I can boss their Zoroark here. As long as I just knock out Zoroark, I'm fine. And they're building up Gengar, that's fine. Don't really care if they kill Clefairy. If they Marnie me, we're going to have a problem. But I did thin, and if I can shuffle the deck, I can Conceal cards, maybe get boss. Just don't Marnie me. Nice. Okay, we're chilling. We have a KO here. This is a really good turn. This is what we needed to make the comeback. Because they can't KO my Mewtwo this turn. Which is good. Let's do this. Attach, conceal cards. What do we got? Lurking in the deck. There's Choice Belt. That's good. Do I need to play that? It's fine. Doesn't really matter. Boss is Zoroark. And then Psy Purge. 1, 2, 3. All right. This should hopefully be GG's. We'll see. They could still get another thing. I do have boss prize. If I can find boss of the prizes, that's huge. Uh-oh. Middle card's boss, maybe? No! It's heavy ball. Uh-oh. Okay, this is maybe a problem. Because now they can go Gengar. They can mention Zoroark and then set up the KO for next turn. I don't have my other boss. And they have... that's not good, actually. They attached a Gardevoir, though. I could try to KO a Clefairy this turn, I guess. Maybe I can pull it off. They can't go Empoleon. They basically have to go Gengar. Well, they boss me. They're going to KO my other Clefairy. I see what they're doing. Okay, that's annoying. That might be fine, though. Huh. That might actually be fine. What do we draw? Choice Belt. I mean, if they just have another boss, it is game over, though, which is... I don't really have a way to get around that. This training court is pretty annoying, too. So I go Knockout Gengar. And then what do I do? Yeah, that boss beam prize kind of kills me. No. So I knock out Gengar. They don't have another Zoroark down. If they just have a boss energy, we lose. So we just got to pray they don't have boss energy. Yeah, there's nothing. We just pray they don't have boss energy. I guess I could have... I guess I could conceal cards trying to find Marnie. Maybe I should have went conceal cards to dig for Marnie there then, to be honest. But they just have it, they have it. I don't think Marnie really does anything. They just have to have back-to-back boss. And they have the barrel anyways. So I probably maybe should have just went for the Marnie play there then. They have it, they have it. Can't do Star Raid. Yeah, if they have it, they have it. They have 90 HP, right? So I think we're 2 energy. If they have it, they have it. If they have it, they have it. There's nothing I can do. I need boss. It's at the top. It's going to be at the bottom. Bro, it's at the top again. No. Okay, well, that doesn't really matter. I guess anything they bring in, then I knock out. All right, if they just have their boss, they win, and they got Lumineon. So Marnie and them would have done nothing. Do they have a third boss? Do they play 3? Let's see. No, they don't. Wait, what? Do they not play 3? Either that or it's prized. Or they're baiting me here. I mean, do they have it? They might just be baiting me. Broken Heart? Do they not have it? They can't win with rope either, which is nice. There's no way they can rope me for game. What if they, like, didn't realize they needed a boss to win and they got rid of it, though? What are the possibilities of that happening? What if it's in the deck and they're thinning to find it and they actually forgot to get off Lumineon? That's a possibility. That might happen. No way that happened. No shot. If they get off the barrel, though, that's gonna be so funny if they actually did have it. Yeah, maybe they I'm so done! What? Bro, that's not fair! What? So lucky, bro! Go play the lottery! What? Bruh! Alright, we are going second with a Clefairy start. After that disappointing loss there to Zoroark and Empoleon, hopefully we can turn things around and not get sacked by a boss's order. Sometimes, this game really does test my patience sometimes. Alright, what are we up against here? Reggie. I mean, Reggie's beatable, I guess. Mewtwo can't be one-shot. We have a ton of ways to get around Regice. So, the matchup might not be the worst matchup ever, to be honest. It is beatable. Our start is fine, I guess. Like, I have to get Clefairy here. We'll see if they're able to really set up. Oh, they do play Path, so we have to watch out for that. Yeah, no, Reggie is beatable. We can try to beat it. It's definitely not a bad matchup. But it isn't... I don't know. We'll see. It's beatable. It's beatable. We can beat Reggie. I like Reggie. Oh, they got the turn on Path, though. No. Turn on Path sack is a little frustrating. I might not be able to do anything because I now don't have Radiant Greninja, which is a concern. All right, let's Marnie and pray. I'd only give them 400 cards, but who's to say they had a research? Thank heavens we drew that. Okay. Now, question is, do I have Greninja or Clefairy prized? No, damn it. So I can't do my ability. That is pretty annoying. I really want to do Clefairy there. Hopefully they don't get a knockout on my Clefairy this turn. There's a chance they could have it. We know we have Manaphy in the deck, though, which is relevant because we need to make sure we're countering Terra Spark. But let's see if they're able to get the knockout on my Clefairy this turn with an attack. It's not unlikely. I've pulled it off. I play a lot of Reggie in my spare time. I've pulled off the turn to attack a lot. I did Marnie them into a new hand, which is annoying, but they could have had a broken hand already, so who's to say they didn't already have the nuts? Wait, speaking of the nuts, will they just have me here is going to be the question. Because, yeah, Mewtwo definitely is hard for them to KO. They have to 3-shot it, which is relevant. And I could maybe play a game where I make them take out 3 Mewtwo's, which is tough for them to do. And that's what I'm hoping we can pull off, so we'll see. We did get lucky we got research of that Marnie. I was worried we were going to break off Marnie, though they could also Marnie me too into a bad hand. There's a world where that does happen. All right, they do play the capture, so no Aurora this turn is relevant. We might just see them Regigate this turn. Right, that's... We might see. The other good thing to note, gift energy is bugged on this game. They have no gift energy to work with, which is really nice. It's one of the reasons why Reggie is so good right now, IRL, is because they don't have gift energy. They lose another path, all right? Training Court has a higher shot of sticky now. All right, 1 card in hand. Is it a research? Nope, nice. Okay, cool. No research. They are down in Aurora, though, so that is a little concerning, but we'll see if they can find another one. We'll see, we'll see. I don't think I'm going to be killing this Reggie anytime soon, Clefairy. Probably have to be Mewtwo. We can pull it off. Yep. I didn't get too much I wanted, though. I was kind of hoping for more, but we'll take the Clefairy. So I didn't get a supporter or a Training Court. So we're not drawing cards, which is a problem. But a knockout is a knockout at the end of the day. All right. Take it out. And hopefully we don't get KO'd. They have Dragon's Horde now, which is kind of an issue, right? So that's kind of the problem with this. I might have... honestly, it could have been better to rope there. Like, doing rope that turn actually wouldn't have been the worst play either. But, I don't know. We definitely just need to take a KO. And we need to start getting tempo in this match, right? So that's probably more important than doing rope. There's a quick ball. They get rid of Regigigas, but they fail it, which means there's no Registeel. So it was then correct to KO the Registeel, else they would have grabbed one there. So it's prized. Now my opponent needs to find Rod, Rope, and Registeel. Oh, Marnie, that's annoying. There goes my switches. Now I can't go into Clefairy. Yeah, and they need to find Rod, Registeel, and an Aurora discard. That's a lot to ask for. Thank heavens we drew Bird Keeper. We got Rope too. Rope's not bad, but I actually want to kill this Reggie thing. Oh, but they do have the heavy ball. No! They got their Registeel, unless they're playing just one in their deck. But they're not. All right. Did they find the Aurora energy to attack me here? Let's see it. Did they find it? 4 cards in hand. Trekking Shoes. That's not good. That helps them find Aurora. There could be Aurora prize, though. There's always a possibility of that being prized. They grabbed the card off Trekking Shoes, though. There's Choice Belt. They got it, because I don't think they would have attached that otherwise. No. Oh, that's annoying. They have a 1-card hand, though. So that's still good, actually. So they have a 1-card hand, and we get the KO. I need to get a Mewtwo down here, though. I don't have access to that. I do have to KO this Drago here, though. 1-card hand. If that's a research, that's like, actually, they drew the bananas off that. They drew a really good hand if that's a research or a Marnie or something. Bird Keeper. Mewtwo. Yes. Okay, nice. And we got the counter stadium, which is fantastic. That's really good. You have to get rid of Psychic. Grab the other Mewtwo out of the deck. Attach. Clefairy. Retreat. Knockout. And we're going to hope they don't KO me in return. How much HP do we have? 90. All right, we'll see. They have a 1-card hand. If that's a supporter, that's going to be pretty bad. Marnie. Nah, no Greninja. I'll take a supporter, though. All right. Let's see if they can get a KO here. Do they have it? They have a 2-card hand. Do they have a supporter in their hand? If they do, that is very cringe. They have a Trekking Shoes. That was what was in their hand then. Okay. And yeah, I have a supporter because they just got rid of a research. So that's annoying. They have the knockout. Here we go. I need to find Manaphy now too. That's a pretty big KO. Oh boy. Here comes the fun. They need to whiff Regigigas. Let's see if they can whiff Regigigas here. Very unlikely, though. Yep. Damn it, dude. Oh, my God. Now I know what it's like to be on the receiving end of Reggie. Oh, they failed a quick ball. Do they not have it? No, they definitely do. There's no way they don't have Regigigas. No shot. They saw their prizes with that heavy ball. No shot Drago's prized, right? Is it actually prized? I'll take it, I guess. If it's prized, we're in a really good spot. If it's prized... Oh, my... What? Yo, let's go. Okay, nice. Nice. Good draw. I could actually rope here, take out another... No, but they're down 2 Regigigas. So if I knock out Lecky, they don't have another one. Which is actually good. Yeah, I think we want to kill them. It's fine. Really want to Marnie them here. I have Bruno, though. I'll Marnie. I need to get another Clefairy down. That's my objective. I want to get another Clefairy here. Nice. There's Greninja. All right, we're chilling. We got Manaphy too, which is good. Don't know if I need to bench that now, though. Just wanted to get a second Clefairy down. I kind of, like, maybe I should have went Energy Switch first, because now I don't have a way to attack with Mewtwo next turn, which is a problem. But I can always attack with Clefairy if worse really comes to worse. I'll bench that in case they Marnie me. Let's take a KO. It's unlikely. I mean, they're probably going to get a knockout, right? I did just Marnie them. They just need to find a Rod here and, you know, some ball cards. Wow, that was a good prize. All right, we're in a good spot. They haven't taken a Mewtwo out yet, and we are in a really good spot. Let's see if they can finally do it. We have 70 HP remaining, so Steel would knock me out. There's the Rod, yeah. So I did Marnie them most likely into the combo needed to knock out my Mewtwo. But they get back the double. Wait, they don't get Drago back? Do they have a heavy ball in their hand? Or am I being trolled? Oh, they have double Rod. Okay, that's actually fine. They get back both Steel and Drago. Hopefully that Steel coming back is going to hurt them. Let's see if they get this KO here. Just Capture Energy. Yeah, they most likely get the knockout. It's very, very unlikely they don't. Question is, will they Marnie me, though, or will they research? Because I'm a little scared of getting Marnied. Nope. Oh, my God, and they have to Regigate. I didn't know they were down that bad. Okay, wow. They bricked. Let's go. Huge, baby. I don't know how much energy I have left, though. I kind of forgot. We're going to research, though, and just see what we got. I don't know how much energy we have left. But now we got Recycler, so now I know we're chilling. Yeah, getting more energy in play here is huge. Still need to get energy on that other Mewtwo, though, which is kind of a concern. How much energy do we have? Oh, we had plenty left. Still fine to play the Recycler, I think. We'll do this. Grab another energy out of the deck. Not even Greninja is kind of bad, but we'll have the Quad Clefairy now, which might be good. Just burn that. I could Rope here, actually. I think I want to save Rope, though. We're just going to go into Mewtwo. Might get rid of both on the active. Because we know the active's probably dead, right? And then I keep the energy here, and then I can attack with Clefairy. Let's do it. That's a really risky play, but I still have the option to go with Clefairy next turn if worse comes to worse. If they don't attack me, then I can still attack with Mewtwo. Like, it's still fine to do this, I think. The only problem is we don't have Greninja anymore, but that was definitely, like, we needed a setup there, so I think setting up was probably fine. And Clefairy can carry the load, right? Manaphy being in play is good. I mean, we're in a really good spot right now. Them whiffing those attacks like that is really good. They could have a boss or a Marnie. This turn, sorry, a Marnie would be annoying. We'll see. There's Choice Belt. Okay, on the Regigigas. Okay, they got 2 cards. They have Drago, obviously. They need to get that Steel back into play. Okay, there's an Aurora. That's pretty good. They get to draw 4 cards here. Actually, no, they should have Aurora'd the Lecky. I don't think it was correct to put on the Drago, because now you lose that pivot option. They're not a lot of energy, actually. Which is not a bad thing if they want to ever have, like, a pivot out. All right, did they get the Steel here? Let's see it. Did they get the Registeel? If they don't get the Steel, like, we're in a good spot. If they just concede, yeah, okay, we'll take it. Clefairy Mewtwo. That was interesting. Every turn, we just kept spamming Clefairy, which really helped us out. That'll be for me on my Clefairy Mewtwo video. We did take an unfortunate loss there to that Zoroark and Empoleon deck, but it is what it is. PTCGO do be sus like that. But that'll be for me. I do enjoy the deck a lot, and I enjoyed playing it in the video. The deck played decently well. I do like the idea of the double Mewtwo in the deck over 3 because, again, your Clefairy is your best opener in the deck. I don't know what I'd really change about my list. I don't know if the Bird Keeper is all that necessary. There is a world where you can cut Bird Keeper out. I maybe want to try a Battle VIP pass in this deck also as an engine. But to make room for VIP, you got to play like 3 or 4 of them, and like I don't know if you have room to cut 3 or 4 cards, but it's possible. A Galarian Goon would be good too. You could also experiment with playing the Hawlucha in the deck to boost Mewtwo's damage output, which is not a bad idea. If you play against Kyurem, you might need it for that matchup specifically, but I like the deck a lot. If y'all enjoyed today's PTCGO video, leave a like if you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. How am I reaching 35,000 subscribers? I want to thank y'all for all the support on the content recently as we gear up for Silver Tempest, which is coming out very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Check out Card Cavern down below. If you get any codes, use code LDF. Check out my Twitch, my Twitter, and my Discord. Check out the Shovel Squad down below. I just posted a new early Regigigas VSTAR deck profile on the channel the other day, which make sure you give that a watch. And every Thursday, a new podcast episode does go live on the Shovel Squad. And you definitely don't want to miss out on this next episode, which is coming out tomorrow on the Thursday. So definitely don't want to miss that. If you're into podcasts, it'd be greatly appreciated if you went ahead and gave it a listen. That'll be it for me. Bye-bye.